Yo, what's going on, guys? It's AR Anime, and today is gonna be another video on Zenkai Origins. Now, y'all been liking the vids on Zenkai Origins, you feel me? So I gotta drop another one, you feel me? Today's video is gonna be on what's the best transformation, or like all transformation buffs, like what multiplier they give you when you transform for every race. Sorry. So we're gonna start off with human because that's first on the list. Alright, so let's just go into the stat buff. So you get a 0 health buff, you get a 0 key buff, you get 45 melee damage buff, and you get a key damage buff, and you get agility buff. So you're gonna be more faster with agility, you're gonna do more key damage, like if you do like a key blast or whatever, you're gonna do more damage than Kaioken, and you're gonna do more physical like melee damage, which would be like M1s or M2s, or just like, you know, just attacks that you use with your fists pretty much. So yeah, Kaioken times 4 is level required. It's actually 70. I don't know why it says 60, but yeah, let's just get into the stat buffs, to be honest, because this, you know, the level requirement doesn't really matter. This video is about like what it gives you. So with times 4, it gives you, it's the same thing. It's gonna give you the same thing, but it's just gonna multiply these. So it's not gonna give you health boosts or like max key boosts or any of that. It's just gonna keep giving you agility boost, which is the multiplier is 90 for key damage, melee damage, and agility. Sorry. So yeah, times 20. I'm guessing it's just gonna, yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. So it's gonna be 140 agility, 140 key damage, and 140 melee damage. So like depending on like what build you want to go, like if you want to do a lot of like melee damage or whatever, I recommend going human, because like the transformations, so whichever build you want to go, I recommend going with what gives you the most stat multiplier and transformations. So like with human, it gives you a lot of, like if you want to be fast, have a lot of melee damage, and do a lot of key damage, I recommend going human, because you know it multiplies those, you know, stats. So mystic, you have 115 melee damage, key damage 115, melee resistance 115, key resistance 115, and agility 115. So this, like, bro, mystic, it goes crazy. And that's gonna be it for human so far. Like, yeah, so human, it doesn't have that many transformations, but I'm sure it's gonna get more, because Saiyan, it has like a lot, and like it would only be fair like they made more transformations for that. So yeah, so mystic, you have to be at level 160. Actually, let me just make sure it's 160, because some of them are wrong, to be honest. Yeah, so okay, so for mystic, you have you have to be 160. There's also a god human, and there's also phantom. They don't show you the multiplier for that yet because it's not out yet. I'm pretty sure that's going to be like in a newer update. They're going to drop those new modes for human. And for Saiyan, it's like Super Saiyan God Blue and Super Saiyan God Blue Kaioken. They haven't added those in yet, so we're just going to go to Super Saiyan. So for Super Saiyan, it gives you melee damage of 50, key damage of 50, melee resistance to 50, key resistance for 50, and agility 50. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Kaioken, and as you can see, Super Saiyan is better than Kaioken. Let's go to times 4. I would say it's really your preference, to be honest. It depends on like what build you want to go, whatever build you want to go will benefit, you feel me, what transformation you want to get, you feel me. So like I said, if you want to do like a lot of melee damage, you want to do a lot of key damage, you will want to go human. If you want to like do, well, just increase like your defense and stuff like that, so you don't take that much damage, you will want to go Super Saiyan, and it still gives you a melee damage buff and a key buff, you feel me. You want to go Saiyan. Ascended Saiyan, it gives you 70 damage, buff, key damage buff of 70, melee resistance 70, key resistance 70, and agility 20. So like you really get slowed down if you go Ascended Saiyan. So Ascended Saiyan, if you don't know, it's like the buff version of a Super Saiyan, and it pretty much like sacrifices your speed for like more attack damage, you feel me? That's how it was in the show, and that's how they made it in the game. So yeah, Super Saiyan 2, agility 100, that goes crazy. Key resistance 100, melee resistance 100, key damage 100, melee damage 100. So you get a quite big buff for Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 3, you get 150 agility, key resistance 150, melee resistance you get at 150, key damage you get 150, and melee damage you get 150. Let's compare that to Mystic. Alright, so Super Saiyan 3 is better than Mystic. I'm not gonna lie, they need to buff Mystic, because in the show Mystic was compared to Super Saiyan 3, or even stronger than it actually in the show. So yeah, they really need to buff Mystic, because Mystic is on par with Super Saiyan 3. Like they need to give it a little bit more buff, because Super Saiyan 3 like blows Mystic out of the water like on everything. But yeah, so if you wanted to go melee and the key damage, it looks like it would be better to go Saiyan, because like I said, the last transformation, it gives you more stat points. Stat boost, sorry. It gives you more stat boosts. So yeah, so Saiyan would be better than human for at least like transformation wise, it's better. Namekian, Super Namekian, it gives you 50 melee damage, 50 key damage, melee resistance 50, key resistance 50, agility 50. So Super Namekian is not that good, but like, bro, Namekians are low-key broken, because their healing factor goes crazy, bro. Like they can heal a lot of their HP, so like if you're not doing enough damage to them to like kill them right away, they could really just heal that damage back up. Like they could heal their health back up. So you really want to like, you want to try to end it with Namekians fast, because like they have a regen factor. So yeah. Ultimate Namekian, you get 100 agility, key resistance 100, melee resistance 100, key damage 100, melee damage 100. So far in transformations, Namekian is the worst so far, but they do have a healing factor, which is really good. I would say Namekian is like one of the best, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really good, bro. But I find Namekians, it's just boring, bro. Like fighting Namekians in the game is very boring, because like they just heal. Like one time I was fighting this Namekian, and like I got him low like 4 times, but he just kept healing to max HP, and he would just win the fight because he just heals. Like it was so annoying and frustrating. But yeah, that's Namekian. For Majin, there's 2 transformations so far, and it's Anger, which, okay, this is the worst so far. It gives you 35 on each one. And Pure Majin, you get 80 per one. So Majin is the worst for transformations, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it, better in the future, or like just give it more transformations and stuff, and just, yeah, I don't know. But there's really no bad race at the end of the day. It's all your preference, to be honest. I'm pretty sure each race has their pros and cons, so it just depends on like which you want to go and what build you want to go determines like what race you want to go to. So yeah, that's it for this video. If this helped you in any type of way, if this information helped you, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm gonna be dropping more content on Zenkai Origins. I was thinking about like dropping like my story, like a storyline type vid, or like just like, me progressing in the game, you feel me, type vid. So leave in the comments if you want to see that. Leave that in the comments that you want to see it. And yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. This was AR Anime. Peace out. Jesus.